Okay, so I'm gonna film with my screen recorder because it'll make a smaller file. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. Um, we need to talk about how we treat people with mental health issues in America, especially online. And I think that's been a problem for years. Being online, it gives you the ability to be anonymous, and you can really hurt somebody and not have to take any accountability for it because you're anonymous and you're just a part of a larger group. And so it's not your fault. Just like they keep saying that they can't be held responsible for their subscribers, the things that they're saying about me, to me. But of course they can, because they're the ones that are choosing to put me on their show to laugh at. They're the ones that are choosing to call me a liar. And that's causing their subscribers to think falsely of me and come over to my channel and hate me and hurt me just because they think it's funny and they want more content. And every time they hurt me, it's more content for them and more money for them because people are paying them to destroy me. These people, they've been doing this for a long time. The guy, I recognized his voice from last year. Y'all remember when I was getting those phone calls that went on for nearly an entire year, and they were calling me over and over and over again and driving me absolutely insane? That was him. I recognized his voice. There's no way I'll ever forget that voice. He kept it filtered a lot. You know, I uploaded more than one video where it was filtered. But there were a couple of times that he wasn't expecting me to answer, and I got his unfiltered voice, and it was him. He's been harassing me. They call it gang stalking, and they make fun of these people that they do it to. Okay? Like, they are gang stalking people. They watch people's YouTubes or social media. They contact them like they did with me. When they had my phone number, my phone was blowing up. And at the same time, they were in the comment section of my videos saying that they weren't doing it. Well, it's not us, you know. You have proof that this is happening 24/7, but it's not me. It's not us, it's not us, it's not us. But it was them the entire time. Gaslighting me and pushing me. They've been watching my channel, they read my book, they know that February and March are the hardest months out of the year for me. And that's why they started their attack when they did. If you watch the first video, he even says he's been holding off and waiting for the right moment. He was waiting for my birthday to come. He was waiting for my PTSD that happened, the trigger that happens every year, to make me weak so that he could start attacking and push me down even further than I already was. And then they'll say, but you were already sick when we entered the picture, so it's not our fault. They've pushed me now to where I honestly feel like death is the only answer. The only way this is going to end is for me to go on the show and kill myself live on their show. Because any other way, they're not even going to believe that I'm dead. And if I'm not dead, it's not going to end. Ever. Not ever. They're never going to let me live. That's all I want to do. And they won't let me. They'll keep laughing at me, mocking any attempts that I make at a life. I have nothing. Okay? I live in this little apartment that I've only been in for a couple of months. I have no friends. I have no family. When I'm not online, I'm simply sitting by myself, crying. YouTube was my place. YouTube was my area to talk, where I felt like people were listening. I felt like people understood. And these men came and took it away from me. And they're gonna keep saying that they didn't do anything. It's not their fault if their 7,000 subscribers push me to kill myself. And if I don't kill myself, they'll say that I never was going to. It was all just for attention. I know I've shown y'all my arms before, but let me show you again. You know, they've been talking about super glue a lot in the media recently. People have been super gluing their hair. Y'all see this one deep indent here? This one real deep one that kind of gnarls my arm and makes it look not like an arm. There's super glue in there. Probably in a lot of these, but that one particularly, I remember having to Gorilla Glue to keep it shut. For many years after the murder, I would have irrational outbursts, like I did the other day with my hair, except that they would come on quickly. I would get this energy and I would have to expel it. I would have to hurt myself. Absolutely have to hurt myself. I couldn't expel it any other way. I tried. And now I'm at a point where when I feel that way, I will go for a walk and get myself to where there's nothing around me to hurt, and try to not come back until I feel better. Back then I would just cut myself. And I did it a lot. And I would cut so deeply. And I never wanted to go to the hospital because they would put me in the mental ward, and I'd hated that place. I didn't want stitches either. So I would hold this, I would literally hold my arm together while it was still bleeding, just this big gaping wound. And I would sometimes hold it closed with duct tape for a day to see if it would mold itself closed. But if after that, like, second day, it was still a gaping wound, I would put Gorilla Glue in there and hold my arm closed. And this wasn't a situation like people will say, well, you're just doing it for attention. Nobody slices huge chunks out of their skin for your attention. Now, you can believe that or you cannot. But when I was doing this to myself, nobody knew about it. I was wearing long sleeves. I was Gorilla Gluing my skin shut to keep from having to go to the hospital and tell anybody what was happening. It was not for attention. And when I get upset now, and I get that energy and I feel like I have to expel it, it's not for attention. It's not for drugs. It's not for alcohol or whatever they're trying to lie and say it's for. I didn't cut my hair because I wanted attention. I did it because I was breaking down from the constant mockery. And once it started, it was all I could think about, all I could focus on all day and all night, is the idea that these men are just laughing at me. And no matter how much I hurt, it's gonna make them laugh harder. The more I hurt, the more they're going to laugh, because they don't see me as a human being that's really hurting. They just want me to die. And they're going to keep saying, we don't want you to die, we want what's best for you. But nobody that wanted what was best for me would be doing what they're doing. You don't seek out a mentally unwell person, wait until they're triggered, and then harass them if you don't want anything bad to happen to them. It makes absolutely no sense that anybody would believe. You're walking into a mental ward and attacking people. Essentially, you're going to like an eating disorder clinic and being like, damn, there's a lot of fatties around here. But then saying you didn't do anything wrong because all you did was say that there was some fat people around. That's not doing anything wrong. Just because you know that everybody in the room has trouble with eating disorder. You found a channel of an emotionally disturbed woman, and now you're going to say that you didn't do anything wrong by pushing and harassing and laughing and mocking long after I made it clear you were hurting me. And there's 7,000 people supporting this man, laughing about, oh, they're gang stalked. They're the ones doing it. They had my phone number. They were calling me. I recorded it. Y'all know the hell that they put me through last year. And now they're gonna lie and say it wasn't them. But of course it was. I don't understand why people fully believe the mentally unwell do things for attention. And it completely negates all of the work and the fighting that we put ourselves through. Because I say that I can't do it anymore and I want to just kill myself because I literally am at the point that I can't take it anymore. And I'm breaking. And then if I don't die, they're going to be messaging me for the next week saying, so you didn't die, huh? No, I didn't. I fought through it. But I'm not allowed to fight through it. Because as I'm fighting through it, people are commenting me and saying, well, you were supposed to die. You said you were going to die. What happened? You're just a liar. You just wanted attention. Because they can't understand that it's possible for somebody to want to die every single day of their life and still fight and force themselves to live even when they want nothing more than just death. I have no life outside of online, outside of the friends that I have on YouTube and on Facebook. And they're taking the YouTube away from me. And soon they'll be trying to take the Facebook away from me. And the whole time telling me that it's for my own good, that if I would just leave social media, it would be better. You know, leave social media and go be with friends and family that I don't have. They can't even understand that the social media is all I have. The 3 people that talk to me here on YouTube are all I have in this world. And they're taking that away from me. They're making it a dangerous place for me to be. And they know it. They know that They've been following me for years and trying to get me to die for years. I don't care how many times they say on their channel that they don't want to hurt me. They are hurting me, and they have been for years. With those phone calls last year, with everything that's been happening, they have been destroying somebody who is already going through hell. I need help. Genuinely, I need help. There has to be something to stop these people. How is it legal to seek out the mentally unwell and provoke and harass them in this way until they kill themselves? Because that's what they're doing. And that's what's going to happen. If I can't get this to stop before I get enough money to buy a gun, I'm going to kill myself. And I have no other option. It's the only option they're leaving me. I can't just go and have friends and family. I can't have a new life on YouTube. I can't have anything. That's all I was trying to do, was just have a life. The only way that I can, which is online. I can't connect with people in real life. I can't have anybody in real life. There's not a single person in real life that cares about me. I'm entirely alone in this world. And I feel like I'm just being pushed and harassed by these men. And they're never going to stop until I'm dead, and they have absolute proof that I am dead. And they can move on to somebody else that they can destroy. They keep lying about me. Because they know that that hurts me. That's why he keeps saying, he says over and over again that he read my book, and then he actively lies about things that were in my book. And people believe him because he says he read it. It's not going to stop until I die. And that's, they're just going to keep escalating it. Escalating and escalating and escalating. They'll say that I'm not really upset. I'm just trying to get donations. I just want weed. I'm dying. Y'all are killing me. I was sick all day today because I ate bread yesterday. My face is noticeably puffy from eating gluten. I'm physically ill. And it is because of the things that they're doing to me. They've pushed me mentally to the point that I cannot take care of myself. I can't do anything but cry and sleep and pray for death. Because I know that it's the only way that they're going to stop. And they're going to be laughing at me at my funeral. The day that I finally go on his show and blow my brains out live for his viewers, they're going to laugh at me. I know that too. Because they don't see me as a human being, and it doesn't matter to them if I die. They're gonna come into this comment section and say, but you're not supposed to be here anymore. Because I can't change my mind. I can't fight through it and decide to be strong and decide to keep going. They'll just come at me in larger numbers. And I'm alone. I'm alone and not mentally strong. I'm barely able to get through the day as it is, and now every night I go to bed knowing that when I wake up in the morning there will be 7,000 people laughing at me and wishing that I had not woken up. It doesn't matter how hard I fight. Now it's just gonna be people laughing at me trying, because I'm not them, and I don't have the job and the friends and the family and the happy life that they have. So they have to take away the little bit that I do have. They make fun of me for the items that I have. Like my controller. I love my controller. I love the world that it opened up for me for being able to game on YouTube. They make fun of me for that. Such a little thing, but it's so much to me. Everything that means something to me, they're going to drag down and stomp on. They took my hair. They pushed me until they broke me. And they're going to keep pushing. And I don't know what to do.